Welcome to the RC Motorsport Europe podcast.
All right, so next section is the electric track section, and we're going to start with the 1/12 EC. So 1/12 track, very popular, especially in the winter months, and it kind of finishes with the European Championships in usually April, May, something like that. It's the first one that we see every year anyway. So the first one that we're going to look at is Venetico in Italy.
Well, if we're honest, the only one that is currently in as a proposal. And just to recap, these are the proposals for 2026. These are the clubs throwing their hat in the ring to become the host of the 2026 European Championships. They will be voted on at the EFRA AGM by federations, doing what you tell them to do. So this is your chance to have your say and let your federation know where you want to race in 2026. And there's one choice currently.
At the
that's
moment,
not necessarily the case forever. There may be other late submissions, but as this is a submission and it was received on time, let's do them the service of looking. And we can see we know this facility very well.
We've been here before. Just early in the year, this year. It's in just outside of Messina in Sicily, Italy. So that's the big island off the toe of the boot of Italy. So yeah, Paradise RC Arena. Lovely location, and pretty well run. And obviously the home track of one of the AMSHI officials. There's the layout, the proposed layout. Which one of these is the track? This is the track there, the green bit with the pink in the middle,
30 meters by 16 meters.
And then the light pink is basically additional table space,
food and relax.
It's a local like gymnasium basically. So there's a padel court at one end. There's a literally a performance stage and a dance club that meets up every week. There's it's lots of local people come and use the area. But yeah, there's the details that they provide. Obviously, they have the experience of running the 1/12 Euros earlier this year.
And
here we go.
This is your favorite bit.
My favorite.
My favorite bit. Tourist attractions around that you can go and see.
It's not actually my favorite bit. My favorite bit is I don't know if it's coming up, but it's the gastronomie.
Yeah, of course.
But it is.
I've noticed. I've seen the card bills when you get back.
It is in a very, very lively area, and it's literally about maybe like a 10-minute walk from basically the Mediterranean. It's crazy. Taormina, if you've seen White Lotus season 2, that's featured in there. So this is basically the stage 1 report that we see on the EFRA website and social media towards the beginning of the year. And here we go. This is actual coverage from earlier this year.
So this is what the track looked like. They'll no doubt, if they host the 26 Euros, have a new layout, but it'll be something like this. Well-attended event. A lot of people. Was the weather nice at this time of year in Sicily?
Yeah, it was really nice.
So it's April, maybe March, depending. But you're racing indoors with it being 12th, so wherever you go, the weather's not really an issue, but it's obviously nice to go and take a stroll on the Med of an evening whilst you sip a optional limoncello. If you do choose to partake. But
various adult drinks available, yes.
But there you go.
Can I say, they did serve pineapple on the pizza there in Sicily. Okay, there's this whole big argument about pineapple on pizza. We were in Italy, and we were in a pizza shop, and they had pineapple on pizza ready to walk out. Like, it wasn't like made for somebody. It was like waiting for somebody to take away.
The Brits are in town. Get the pineapple.
That could have been the possibility, yeah, but it wasn't.
It was a test.
It wasn't.
It was a test, and you failed it.
It wasn't Donner meat and chips.
So anyway, 12 euros racing in Sicily in 2026. That is the one proposal that is in on the EFRA website right now. If you want to go race there, tell your federation. If you don't want to go race there, also tell your federation. But somebody better come up with some other proposals. Otherwise, that's where we're going.
If it's there, don't blame EFRA. Is basically
EFRA don't decide. You decide.
Yeah.
You decide by telling your federation, because the only people that vote are the federation and the reps who come from the federations to the section meetings to vote in a purely democratic way on where the event will be held, and they can only vote on what's proposed. And currently there's one track. I think there might be another proposal or two, maybe, before the first weekend of November. If not, then it's anyone's guess. I guess they'll be voting on whether to hold a Euros, and they'll want to hold a Euros. So But anyway, there are more classes that feature. Well, there's one more class that features within this section, and as we're covering electric on-road,
electric touring EC, which covers electric mod, touring car mod, touring car spec, or 13.5, whatever we're calling it. Fronty as well, and if there's enough, I think F1, or is that not part of it? I can't remember, because there wasn't F1 in the.
There's F1 if there's enough that want to do it.
Right, so there's 4 locations that are proposed for this one. The first one is in Sweden, Lidköping. Lidköping's RC Club, and they're calling themselves Sweden's #1 RC car club, established in 1988.
Wow!
So it's pretty good. They're a millennial.
We attended a Swedish Euros. After a couple of years off Swedish Euros, we had the 1/10th off-road this year, and very enjoyable to all. So
well attended as well, wasn't it?
Well attended and very, very well run event.
And one of the things that helps make it well attended is that it's run by an experienced crew, and also good transport links. So it's pretty decent.
Does help.
So here we are. We're counterclockwise or clockwise direction. It's pretty good. Fully drained with several draining wells. Always helpful, especially up that far north. The facilities, 1 of 2. Europe's biggest go-kart track as a neighbor, securing social event. That's pretty handy.
That is cool.
I can sense... racers aren't really that competitive, really, are they? It's like, just pop over to the RC, to the karting track.
We'll settle this on the other track that's slightly larger.
When we can actually bash each other off the track.
Oh, they do that anyway.
Yeah. So there's a map of the track and the facilities, and I'm not sure what the red circles are. Scrutineering indoors on the base floor, lots of exclamation marks. I think Nick wrote this one. A small city with about 40,000 inhabitants, situated in the south of Sweden. So that's important because you're close to Malmo and Copenhagen airports and the rail and transport links and all that.
Yep.
And there we are. So yeah, Copenhagen just there, and across from that is somewhere in there is Malmo. I can't remember where exactly. Is it that one? No, that's Copenhagen.
No, Copenhagen's on the left,
there.
on the other side. Yeah.
So I think that's Malmo.
Yeah. You've got a bit of a way up then to get to get there. But if you fly to Göteborg, then you've got 150 kilometers to drive, which is not far at all.
90% highway from Malmo or Gothenburg.
There you go.
It's pretty handy. And it looks like it's in a very pretty area as well. So plenty of...
well, we can take a look if you wish.
Areas.
We could take a brief look. There we go.
Here we are. Wow.
This is from their Facebook page. And
it's like large scale as well.
This is large scale, yeah. So they run large scale. There's another clip of them running Traxxas slashes as well. So they run all sorts. Whoop. Oh, there to give you a good shot of the tarmac. There you go. So that's the track. It's very flat.
Ooh, banked as well. That'll be very fast for four-wheel drive mod. Jeez.
There you go. I mean, this looks quite cold. I don't think it will be this cold. It will be generally this event's run in the summer.
Yeah.
And let's just look at one of the other clips. Oh, this looks a bit warmer.
Oh, it's 1/8 scale. Looks like 1/8 track.
A lot faster.
Going the opposite direction as well.
It's not great quality, but yeah, you get the idea. It's
caters for many scales.
Caters for many scales.
Speeds.
It's quite a large track, and yeah, so that is Sweden. If you want to go race in Sweden, electric 1/10 track. What else do we have in the offing?
Luxembourg.
Okay.
So Luxembourg is it's a pretty popular track. And here's we have a map of the track here. And
okay.
So this is part of their proposal.
Yeah.
Obviously it's in Luxembourg. There's only one major city.
Yeah, it's very close to the airport as well. You can hear the planes. It's that close. There's the corkscrew. That is that gives you an idea, an inkling to what that Laguna Seca corner end of the track is like, and it's like a 2-meter hill that you fly down, and when you get it right, it looks epic. Lots of people get it wrong, but when you finally get it right, it looks awesome. It looks really good, and ETS. We were there with the ETS this year, and lots of happy attendees all around. Driver stand is great, a great view. Oh, there we go. Parking lot. It's in a kind of private car park. It's like in a car park, and it's like a series of car parks that you're driving through, like airport car parks. And you're driving through these car parks, around the car parks, and then you get to a special gate. And if you are attending the event, you'll get a card or a code.
Really?
And the gate opens and you drive in, and it's like a private facility.
Wow.
And in the distance, you can see some new, millionaire apartments that have been cropping up. But there's also like the freeway and all kind of stuff like that. So it's in a lovely location. And obviously, Luxembourg's a beautiful place to go and race. Do you want to have a quick look at what the action looks like on the track? So here we go. This is obviously ETS. May as well look at this because we were there doing ETS this year. So this was the week before the World. So this is September this year, and that's the Laguna Seca corkscrew there, flying down the straight. This is the modified A final. So not surprising to see who's in first place at this point of the race. And yeah, I mean, they run large scale here. They have run nitro, but I don't think they run nitro anymore because of all the new millionaire tower blocks that are cropping up.
They can afford the lawyers that stop the noise.
Yeah. But and the clubhouse is fantastic. They put on a barbecue, and the food was epic, like really, really good. So thoroughly recommend this track. But all the tracks are very strong, and some fantastic candidates. Who else do we have?
So
Utrecht.
Next up is Utrecht in the Netherlands.
Now this is an interesting one, isn't it? Because
they have multiple.
Oh, and what does it say at the top of this proposal here? Because it says 26 brackets 25.
Yeah, so they are on the list for the 2025 Euros.
Yeah.
But they're also putting in a proposal for the 2026 Euros. Not sure what's going to happen there, but no one else has put in a proposal. There's nothing else that's a possibility for the 2025 Euros. So for 2026, this may be moot. Because they may have already hosted it in 25. Yeah. Fair enough. Obviously, there's plenty of clubs that one club doesn't need. There's no need for one club to host the same a class of European championships in consecutive years. But basically, yes, we were there for the 10th buggy Euros.
Yeah, Racco 2000. If you are thinking this is a bit familiar, yeah, this is the track who hosted the electric 1/10th buggy Euros in 2023.
And there's a couple of photos of it, but we do have some footage.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Some drone footage.
So there, obviously, we have the what's it called? The tether track.
Tether car track, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a tether car track there.
Literally a tarmac circle.
And then here you have the.
It's a second tether car track that's been converted with, as you can see, a complete infield and
I can see the circle. Right? Yeah, there's if you squint, you can see a circle.
Yeah, and they've taken out the center bit where they used to tether the cars to. So that's completely gone, and so now this is. Let me tell you something. A little.
Tell us something.
I'm sure the videos appeared on social media last year. We didn't get any, but any that were usable really. But after the buggy racing,
yep,
the drivers decided, you know what? There's an on-road course over there. Let's drive on that. So they took all their cars and their tires and everything, and were driving two-wheel drive, and in some cases forward. I think this was right after the two-wheel drive.
Not the tether track. This track.
Yeah, this track.
Right.
And they just went around, and just like, if they broke, they broke, and they just kept driving. Some guys decided, I'm bored, I'm going to go the opposite direction and drive straight into the other 15 cars that are sharing the track. They were just going mental. Everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. But they joined in. I would swear there was about maybe 20 cars at least out there at one point on the track.
Demolition Derby.
Yes.
I love the container walls for the Mad Max kind of vibe.
Very Fallout 4.
Yeah, they're missing a couple of containers on the left. Maybe they'll have them in time for if they get this Euros.
Weirdly, I don't know if that was to keep noise away from the other houses that are on the other side of the dual carriageway, or whether to stop noise reaching the track. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they were just like, we've got some containers. What should we do with them?
Yeah. I hope they were cheap, because that's a lot of containers.
Yeah.
and they're not even being used for storage. They're just there as just walls.
So anyway, this track, Racco 2000, may be moot, as you say, because it seems like they will host the 2025 Euros, so don't need to propose themselves for the 2026 Euros. But in the event they didn't get the 26, I think they want the 20. Sorry, in the event they don't get 25, they're going for 26.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
We'll see.
And the final track that has put itself forward for the electric touring European Championships is Venetico, which we literally just saw a few minutes ago. The Messina track, the Paradise RC Arena. Okay, so
is it the same proposal, or are they giving us an idea of what a 10th scale track would look like?
It's going to be the same proposal. 1/10 indoor.
Okay. So
it's going to be a bit.
So 10th indoor. Indoor. I mean, that's an indoor track.
Yeah. I mean,
10th hasn't been indoor since the indoor Euros, which stopped a long time ago.
No, but I mean, the Hootie track has an indoor track.
It has, but when they race 10th, it's outdoors.
They do like to do it outdoors, but yeah. That
interesting. Very interesting.
So is that wrap up that section for electric track?
Electric track.
Yeah.
There you go. That is your 2026 candidates to host both sets of Euros, 12th scale and 10th scale. If you've got strong views, I know you will have. And if you have, get in touch with the Federation, because that is how this is decided. EFRA don't decide who gets the Euros. The federations decide, and the federations represent you. So talk to your federations and tell them where you want to race in 2026. And hopefully we'll have a fantastic year of European Championships.
Sure we will.
Check out EFRA.ws for more info about RC motorsport in Europe.